Assalamu alaikum, my friend. I have a message to all my Ishmaelite brothers. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Rasulullah. Salam alaikum.
This video, I worked on it about a year ago on it, and it's been sitting there and I finally ran into it. It's called Ishmael, the son of Abraham, the son of Ibrahim. So we're going to go right to it. We're going to see the first time Ishmael shows up, the name. It's going to be in Bereshit, and it's going to be under Genesis 16:11. My wife's going to read from the Samaritan text.
And the angel Shema said to her, Behold, you are with child, and you will bear a son, and you shall call his name Yishmael, because Shema has heard your affliction. He will be fertile of man. Now, can we show what it is?
I'm already there.
Okay.
Did you read 16:12?
Yes, I did. He will be fertile of man.
I'm going to show something interesting right off the bat. This is why it's so important that people should know about Ishmael. When you read Genesis 16:12 from the Masoretic text, this is what it's going to say. And we're going to go straight to Genesis 16:12.
And this is a very big difference. A very big difference.
These are the variants between the Samaritan Bible and the Masoretic text and the New Age translations, of course.
But also the King James Version.
That's correct. And he will be a wild man.
So this one says
Hold on.
fertile. That one says wild.
His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. Now, just from reading this, it is such a negative connotation. It denotes the seed of Abraham that Hashem said that I will bless your seed.
I will make you fruitful.
I'm going to show, once again, what the Samaritan says. So read for us text, Genesis, Bereshit 16:12 from the Samaritan text.
He will be fertile of man.
Hold on. Masoretic text says wild man. That says fertile. It is not good for man to be alone. Man must procreate. You must multiply. This is what Father says. You must procreate. Keep going.
So going on, his hand will be with everyone.
Now, listen. With everyone.
As opposed to
Masoretic text, against. Now, against and with, there's a lot of difference. Now, keep going.
And everyone's hand will be with him.
Everyone's hand will be against him. This is the Masoretic text.
And he will live among all his brethren.
Interesting enough, the last verse matches perfectly.
He's going to be with his brethren.
Now, we're going to see what that
him.
means, because we're going to see going forward, he's going to be with his brother when they're ready to bury Abraham. Now, we're going to read from these new translation. This is for our Christian brothers. I'm going to show how anti-Semitic the Christians have really become with these translations. This is from the NIV, and the NIV is New International Version. You hear these new. Now, I'm going to read. Wild donkey of a man.
So not only are they calling him wild, but they're also saying he's a donkey.
Now here, JPS, what does it stand for? Jewish Publication Society. Look at the date, 1917.
What's going on in 1917?
After
World
KJV.
War I.
Now, JPS says ass of a man.
So he's not going to call him a donkey. They're going to call him an ass.
In Isaiah 60:1-7, a prophecy about a prophet bringing a light of Hashem to the world. This holy prophet or holy man would appear in a time of darkness, filling the world and covering the earth. He would appear to eliminate the darkness and spread the light of Hashem and his praises. In Isaiah 60 verse 7, we know plainly as about Kedar, where its flocks and tribes would be gathered together. We go to also book of Jasher, Hayashar, chapter 25 verse 16, which is also found in Bereshit, Genesis chapter 25 verse 13, also 1 Chronicles 1:29, and it says, "And Rabbi bare unto Ishmael Nebaioth, Kedar, and Abdil," and so on. All the flocks of Kedar is referring to tribes of Ishmael, which may refer to also Muhammad. I also discovered in Isaiah, Ishayahu, chapter 60 verse 7, "All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee, rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee, they shall come up with acceptance of Hashem's altar, and he will glorify the house of his glory." When he says, "and I will glorify the house of my glory," it's referring to, it could only be Kaaba. In Mecca, the sacred house for the glory of Elohim that Abraham built with Ishmael. We also discussed Song of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 16. Yes, the name Muhammad does show up. It does say Muhammadim, but the name Muhammad is very plainly in the text. I finished this with Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. "I am black but calmly, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon." Shalom.